Congressman Bill Johnson, Republican of Ohio, is with us now. Congressman, I understand you were there. Can you tell us what happened?
Yeah, I was there, but Stuart, I left about 5 minutes before the incident occurred. I had an early morning meeting back on the Hill, and I had literally just left the complex when everything happened.
But I am right in saying that it was just Republicans on the field.
That is correct. That is correct. Republicans practice at Simpson Field, and I know the Democrats have a facility that they practice at. But you know, this is one of the great examples of bipartisanship here in the nation's capital when we get together for this congressional baseball game and raise this year over $600,000. For children here in the city of Washington, D.C. And it's a very festive occasion. I really hate it that this cloud of tragedy has now shadows the event.
Congressman, am I right in saying that this was the baseball practice was a pre-planned event?
Yes.
Anybody who wanted to know about it would know that Republicans were practicing baseball on that particular field in Alexandria, Virginia. Everybody knew this, right?
That is correct. We practice every morning we show up about 6:15. Practice begins about 6:30, and we practice for about an hour before we head back to the Hill to get cleaned up and off to the work of the day. So it's a very short practice as baseball practices go, but yeah, anybody that wants to find out that we're there, you know, that you have people that walk their dogs, joggers, people that drive by, see that we're out there practicing. Sometimes they'll just stop and come up and sit on the bleachers and watch the action.
No security?
Oh no, there is security there, but only for the members of leadership.
Yeah, right.
People like Steve Scalise.
If Steve Scalise had not been there, there would be no Capitol Hill police security force there at all.
You know, I'm not sure about that, Stuart. I'd have to check into that. I know that any time members of Congress go off the Hill for an official event, that there is normally some type of security, but I can't say that for certain. I'd have to look into that.
Now, he is the House Majority Whip. He's in charge of counting votes. He plays a very significant role in getting the president's legislative agenda through the Congress. Does the shooting make any difference to that?
You know, Steve Scalise is a fighter, Stuart, and if you've ever met him, you'll never meet a happier, jollier, positive-thinking guy than Steve Scalise. There's no question in my mind. If he has his way about it, he'll be standing on second base tomorrow night for the congressional baseball game. But I suspect the doctors will have something to say about that.
Am I right in saying, sir, that an incapacitated representative cannot vote? You have to be on the floor of the House to vote. That accurate?
That's my understanding. Yeah, we have to be physically present on the House floor to vote.
I hate to be crass about it, but that will be one vote that the Republican Party is not going to get.
Well, I think we'll have a lot more to fill in the gap if we have to vote. Remember that the majority leader also controls the schedule on the House floor. So if there are any substantive votes that we would need the majority whip, Steve Scalise, there for, I'm sure the schedule can be arranged to accommodate that.
I'm just wondering if this tragedy, this event, makes it more likely that the legislative schedule will be done because the senior politician has been shot. I'm not suggesting there's a sympathy vote here, and that's not the point. But when one of your guys is shot at a baseball practice, doesn't that give you some impetus to get out there, unify, and get it done?
Oh, absolutely it does. And so I don't think the legislative schedule or the legislative agenda will be diminished by this at all. And again, I have not spoken to Steve Scalise this morning since the incident, but knowing him the way that I do, he would be saying, hey guys, let's get up and stay in the fray. We've got a lot of work to do. We've got promises that we've made to the American people to make America a better place and to bring reforms, whether it's tax reforms, health care reform, you name it. Steve will be he'll be ready to get back into the fight, and I think the rest of our the House majority, the Republicans, will feel the same way.
Congressman Bill Johnson, Republican from Ohio, thank you very much for joining us on a very difficult day. Congressman, we appreciate it. Thank you.